Alright, hey everybody. Um, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, so I figured I'd do one now. Um, I was just thinking about. I'm on that Reddit that has to do with trucking, and I often see new people getting into it, which is common for the industry. There's a very high turnover rate. Um, I think there's an average of 100% turnover rate per year. So, if and that's an average. Like, some places are much lower than that, some are higher. Um, but in general, there's just as many people entering that workforce as there are currently in it at any given time. So, right now, I've seen a little bit of a shift as far as how easy it is to get a job. Um, maybe a year, maybe 6 months to a year ago, it was just all you had to do was have a pulse. Um, they just needed so many people. That seems to be slowing down. Like I'm employed still doing the food service job, but I do keep my eye out to see what's available. And 6 months ago they're paying, in my opinion, quite large bonuses for new hires, and now, at least right now, I just don't see that. It's just a normal wage kind of situation. But I wanted to speak on what it's actually like, because if you don't know anyone who's done it, or you've never done it yourself, it's hard for most people to grasp what it actually is. Like the main part of your job will be, in general, being away from home, and being alone. So you may be a good fit if those are things that either don't bother you or that you like. If you have a family at home, that may not be a good fit. And that's, I want to say it's pertaining to over the road jobs, but essentially that's all of them. Even if you're local, you're most likely going to be working much more than 40 hours a week. So you're not going to have a lot of energy when you're home. So it might even be a benefit to be over the road, so you can actually have quiet, at least in your truck, at the end of the day. I see these ads generally state the higher end of their wage. When you're over the road, it's essentially paid by performance. It's usually paid by mile. So the more miles you drive, the more you'll make. You're allowed to work 70 hours a week when you're over the road. And I see ads of, in the $80,000 to $90,000 range. When I was over the road, I averaged maybe $1,000 to $1,200 a week but that's working the 70 hours that I had available. So really, the pay's just not there. Um, I know there's exceptions to that rule. There's also jobs that pay much less than that. But you are gone all the time. You essentially don't have any off time. You're just living in that truck in a new place every day. But I did that for about 3 years. And now I'm working a job that has me home most days. I don't know, I'd say like 60 to 70% of the time I'm home every day. Then the other 30 to 40% I'll be out of town, staying in a hotel room at the end of my day. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on what to expect if you think you're gonna get into trucking. The money isn't really an issue to do. A good reason to do it. I think you can earn just as much with 2 jobs at home. But if it's something you are always interested in and you think you like, being somewhere new every day, then you should definitely try it. There's not a lot of time to like stop and see the sights, but I did get to drive all over this country, and I did get a good sense of what it's like to be in most parts of the country. It gave me a good idea on what I would like to go back and see on my own time. Occasionally I would have a day off somewhere interesting, but most often it was just a random truck stop in a random city. Most of your food, unless you take time out of your 70 hours to go somewhere where you can buy groceries and set up your truck to cook in, which I essentially didn't. It was mostly fast food, anything that was available at a truck stop. So health-wise, it's not great, because you're eating pretty poor diet and you're sitting most of your day. I gained a lot of weight doing that. As you can see, I still got the fat neck, slowly going away. Now that I'm in this job where I'm just working out 14 hours a day, it's definitely helping. But yeah, when you're over the road, most of your food will be fast food or anything you can prepare in the truck quickly. So I'm kind of going on a tangent here. I just happened to be home today, so wanted to upload something. So I hope everybody's doing good out there, and thanks for watching. See you next time.